There we go. Alright. We're going to pick up from the last session, or actually the last chapter. I kind of filled Damien in what happened, so he has a gist of it. We're going to start off with the second chapter. This one's called Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. And how I think we're going to end up doing this one, I'm going to have you guys in the library at Candlekeep. You guys just came back from Fistani's mansion. And you guys basically came back made out like Santa Claus. I mean, you guys got bags of books and all kinds of different stuff. And so I'm going to have this take place and start off at the library. You guys are sitting at the table, a very large table. Your entire PC, or your entire group, you guys are all sitting at the same table, and you're kind of flipping through these books that you acquired from Fistani's mansion. And you're kind of going through these books and trying to figure out what they are. If you guys want to add in and role play your own books, be my guest. Add it to your story, if you're writing, if you will. For example, like if you're a mage of some sort and you're kind of leaning toward maybe some books or something that you can think of, and go ahead and use that. Okay? So anyways, you guys are sitting around this big table. It's pretty quiet. Let me cue some music. What kind of music be playing in the library?
None.
Some peaceful. Nuns singing?
Not singing.
Let's try this.
I
I got this marked as That's what I was thinking. Something a little bit piano-ish. I found this on the...
Or how about acoustic guitar?
Acoustic? Yeah. Let's see what this is. I'm not sure what this is. This is relaxing. Let's give this a try. And those that don't remember, you got to turn down Fred Boat's volume manually. I don't have a master volume. So if he's too loud, just right click on him and adjust his volume. Alright. You guys okay with that? You want me to change up the music?
No, that sounds perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Kind of in between elevator and library music, ain't it? Alright. Enough of my bad jokes. Alright, you guys are sitting at this big, huge table. You're inside a library in Candlekeep. You're one of the main libraries. You guys are sifting through your books, trying to figure out what's what, looking up information. If you guys want to go ahead and create a list, go for it. I'll let you guys role play this out if you want. If not, we'll move on.
A list of
Well, I wasn't here the last time you played, so I'm actually a little lost.
Oh, that's right. You missed. I forgot about that. Basically, they went through... Chris, you want to tell her how everything happened, or Aaron?
I can't remember where we started off at.
Long story short, you guys came from a small village that thought maybe they were cursed, and you guys were set on a mission to go out and find a seer, a sage, a mage, guy of high importance that had some pretty decent credibility. His name was Mazfroth, and then you guys were sent out to Candlekeep. Upon arrival to Candlekeep, the way to get into Candlekeep, you guys had to give some sort of an offering of literature, not any literature, but something that was they thought was useful to them. But this was given to you by the village. They gave you a couple books, and you guys went in and they accepted it. You guys did a little investigation to find out where you could find Mazfroth. Mazfroth was over behind, I think, the Great Emerald Gate. You found out where he liked to study. He basically rented a room, if you will, a study room. He'd go in and study and whatnot. And so you guys went to that room, only to find him not there. But you found it looked like he was there and kind of walked off. You guys kind of played around with a few things, found a note, said the magic word, and then boof, a portal opened up. The portal opened up to Fastani's mansion, which is a lot like Mordecai's, except for this is more of a permanent spell, if you will. So it's kind of a magical mansion in the middle of some weird plain, if you will. Upon jumping through the portal, you bumped into Matrius, who was trying to figure out how to get out of there, and he figured it out. He found a few things of riches, and he had a statue of a small imp in his hand. And then when the portal opened up for you guys, he noticed it started to close. He wanted to check on something real quick. He went to jump through. Somebody tried to grab him, but when the portal closed, all they had was a little bit of cloth, and they heard this loud screech as the portal closed. You guys figured out how to get there by finding a series of books. These books had different letters on the bind. Once it was put together, it was kind of scrambled out, and it basically brought out a secret word that opened the portal back up. So when you guys jumped through the portal back to the Candlekeep library, where the portal was originally summoned, you guys found Matrius dead in a pool of blood. And I believe you saw the statue of this imp he had, and then with the blink of an eye, this thing came to life, and you guys ended up fighting a real imp. While you guys were there in the mansion, you guys, along your journey trying to figure out how to get out of there, you guys found a few libraries, ran into a few animations, and a few books. And I believe some of you guys grabbed a bunch of books. I didn't keep note or track of what books were taken, so that's why I was going to leave it up to you guys to figure out what books you want. And that's kind of where we're picking up. You guys are basically at the library now for chapter 2, kind of going over these books, trying to figure out what you got, what value, doing some research. And amongst those books, I want to say you guys find like this book. It's a magic and the weave. So you're kind of doing a little bit of research on that. One of the books that does stick out that you guys seem to grab is on Lycanthrope in its origins. And whoever wants to roll D6, whoever wants this book.
Sit down.
It is on Lycanthrope and its origins. Basically, where werewolf, where rat, where bear, where cat.
Oh, which one we're doing on Thursday 1 or Thursday 2?
Thursday 2. Thursday 1 was Damien's game.
I got a 4 of us. Somebody rolled. I'm not sure where that was.
Yeah, we're in Thursday 2, guys. If you guys are rolling.
I got a 6.
Got a 6. Well,
Rolled a 3.
rolled a 3. So, Aaron, looks like you are the magic owner, or the winner of the owner of the Lycanthrope in the Origins book. So, you can add that to your inventory if you wish. And another book that kind of stands out of your guys' bag of books is Demon Lords of the Abyss. Now, who wants that book? You can roll one if you want.
You know what? I'm not sure I know how to read.
No? Okay. Alright, everybody roll me a perception, except for Damien.
That's not it. Ooh, my perception.
17, 16.
I forgot how to do it.
Exclamation check for perception. Or you can just do PPR.
Thank you.
Okay. It looks like, what, 17 the winner? I only see 2. Who are we missing?
I think Olivia?
I rolled a
Rolling in
13.
Oh, make sure to roll in then D&D
Thursday 2.
Oh. Yep, there it is. I was in the wrong chat room.
Been there before.
I rolled the 17 high one. So yeah, 17 on perception.
All right, Chris, you happen to notice amongst your pile a book you don't recognize. In fact, you don't remember grabbing this book at all, and it kind of captivates your interest. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna throw this in the room, maybe. Oh, can't do that. Huh. I'm gonna read. This is too big. I'm gonna resize this. I forgot. Discord complains. Your files are too big.
Is it a whole book?
No, it's just a picture of a book.
Oh.
Alright. Well, let me do it this way. Yes, there we go. This is what the book looks like. Okay. It's has a real brown leather cover. You can tell it's been worn from time and definitely uses. The name is what kind of captivates you, kind of stands out. The name of the book is Mazfroth's Mighty Digression. And looking at the back, it looks like it is written by Mazfroth Gither.
Can you put that in there?
Can I put it in there?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
put that. Cause I don't have a pen or nothing. I found a pen.
Sure. This is. Looks like I got the name backwards. Yeah, it does. And for some reason, the name rings a bell. You're really not quite sure why. Maybe it's from your earlier teachings, your lessons, or something of that nature. Not book. There we go. So you kind of feel like you're drawn to it. Like I said, you notice the name. The author is Mazfroth Gither. The cover, even though it's pretty worn, you can tell the name is really elegantly written in cursive. It's done with black ink. The book has kind of a smell to it. Maybe somebody with wearing perfume. It's kind of got a flowery scent to it. Nothing really comes into mind. When you kind of open the book, the handwriting on it's really messy inside. It's like, it almost looks like somebody was in a hurry when they're writing. Definitely the opposite of what the cover looks like. Do you continue to flip through the book?
Yes, I just maybe see, is there anything that looks more appealing for me?
Other than a few pages, it's looks like it's definitely done in somebody's handwriting. And like I said, it's very hasty. So you kind of find yourself focusing on trying to figure out what exactly is written. Some of it doesn't make sense. It's almost like somebody was skipping around. Like they opened it up and started writing information down, like on page 3, and then all of a sudden you flip through it and you find it where it picks up on page 6, and then it goes back to page 4. It's like he realizes he skipped a few pages, so it's kind of hard to read. The stitching on it looks like it's haphazard, so you're trying to hold on to it gently without trying to maybe destroy the book. It's about 150 pages long or so, and like I said, you notice that the pages, they don't seem to match up anything. All of a sudden you kind of feel this tingling sensation on your fingertips while you're holding this book. What else do you do with the book?
I was thinking about trying to maybe figure out, since 150 pages, maybe trying to figure out the proper order of the book.
Okay. So you're going to spend a little bit more time trying to figure out the order of the book and maybe how the pages go?
Yes.
Okay. While you're doing that, what is the rest of the group doing, other than Damien? Aaron and Olivia, you guys are sitting at the table, kind of flipping through your newfounded books. Is there anything you're doing in particular, or maybe anything you're kind of researching?
Is there anything in this library that has Scepter and Liberty
Absolutely.
in the title together?
Candlekeep main library is like the library of the world. Anything and everything you can possibly think of will be found. It's almost like the internet at the tip of your fingers, but more of it in the book style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Sitting at the next table by himself, kind of flipping through some books, you notice somebody making notice of you guys, kind of looking up over his brow. He's wearing this very horned hat. Definitely druid by any means, unmistakable from the way he's dressed. He kind of seems like he's taking an interest to your guys' table. He just kind of sits over there by himself and whatnot, keeping to himself. Doesn't seem to be a threat of any of that nature. Back to Chris or Olivia. Are you doing anything?
I'd say I'm not really focusing on researching. I'm kind of just flipping through books, kind of like
looking at the
copying
pages?
everyone else, and I take notice of the druid like staring, and I stare at him back as I, just flip random pages in the book. I'm not like I take notice of the druid, and I just pretend I'm flipping through books.
I got you.
All right. Oblivious to what's going on.
Yeah. Chris, you seem to be delving into your book a little bit further. For some reason, you feel like this voice is coming, kind of whispering in your head. Feed me.
What did it say?
To who?
Feed me. Chris.
Just feed me? Is that what it says?
Just Chris can hear it. You're hearing feed me.
Feed me?
Feed me. Okay.
Feed me. I look around on the street, look for where I think maybe the source might be coming from.
Okay. You're not sure. It's like nothing. There's nobody in the room talking to you. It's not like you hear it in your ears. You hear it more or less in your head. And you're hearing this, and it's starting to get louder. Feed me. And after about 30 seconds of that, this thing pops up, jumps out of your hand, and almost like a transformer, it's turning into something. And at the same time, you're feeling kind of funny.
I'm feeling funny?
Yeah, you almost something like it's not right. And out of a blink of your eye, it attacks. There's a 20. Okay. You're going to take... Wow.
I'm dead on the ground.
No, you know what? I'm going to cut that in half. You take 9 necrotic damage.
Crap.
This is happening as you're dropping this book, and this book is now transferring into, well, let me see if I can dig it up.
Do mimics talk in your head, or do they just I
guess this is about the best reference I can think of. But I don't really have one here.
Oh. Hey, Ryan, quick question.
Yeah.
What time is it gonna be at the office, huh?
If I have to leave it here 6 o'clock in the morning, if I'm going to be there by 7, I figure if I get
Okay.
there by 8, but I got about 3 people coming in to have their laptop work done, so I'm meeting some people there, so I may get there around 7:30, get there early, because I know we got stuff we got to do.
Yeah.
I guess this is what it is. Let me take a picture of this real quick, even though it's listed as something else. I never thought to look it up. I didn't realize there was not anything. We'll use this. We'll just sort of burn in daylight. Let's say it's that. Okay, so this thing turns into this evil-looking creature. It takes a swing at you, and then we're going to go into initiative. Let me get the initiative started. Got too many.
Horrible.
Yay, an actual high number.
All right, so that looks like it's going to be everybody. Chime, looks like you were up. You see this thing, this book, turn into this creature, and all of a sudden this thing's attacking Gargamel. What do you do?
I'm gonna push the table away from me, like whoosh,
Okay.
and I'm gonna jump up and hit it with my spear.
So you're going to jump on the table and attack this thing, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll it at advantage. You're standing on top of the table. He's on the floor. Gargamel's still kind of sitting in his chair, kind of half up, half down. This is all taking, this is transpiring in seconds.
Hold on. I need to. I gotta remember.
It would
Where's my
be
cheat sheet?
here.
Is this still posted? Yeah, it's on the posted. If you click on the little thumbtack in the top right.
Oh, okay.
Here's your attack without the quotes. What you're going to want to do is do the exclamation point I space attack. If you're using a sword where it says attack name, put sword. Put negative T. Negative T means target, and the target name is going to be GI1. And then if you have any arguments, you can add arguments at the end. If you don't know what weapon you have, you can do exclamation point attack. Leave it blank.
I don't have to put them in. I don't have to put them in quotation marks.
No, that's just so it wouldn't activate the on my end. Wouldn't trigger it. That's
Oh, okay.
that's why I put quotes on it. All right.
And you said I had an advantage.
You attack with your spear. Yep. So you can do it one more time. Because you're standing at the table, and you do have reach with a spear too, by the way.
Whoa.
So are you 5 feet or 10 feet away?
10 feet away?
Okay, duly noted. And cue the music. Oh, it looks like a crit.
I'll take that.
Absolutely. So you have injured the Gig Watson. You seem to have his attention. Did you do anything else? You jumped up, you did your move, and you did your attack. Do you have a bonus or anything?
Actually, yes, I can do flurry. I'll jump back down and do flurry of blows.
So you're gonna jump behind it, which will give you flanking. If you jump behind him,
yeah, I can jump behind him.
okay, then go ahead and roll your flurry of blows at advantage. I forget monk, 'cause that's a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So would I type attack and then flurry of blows?
I would think so.
Okay, I'll try
If,
it.
if you just leave it blank, it'll pull up what options you have to choose for your attack.
It does. I'm seeing it. I'm just wondering if that's.
I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna try it and see what it does.
There you go.
Cool.
Nice, it worked. Looks like. All right, you spend a Kai point to hit. Can't tell if you hit or not.
Oh, I have to. I think it's now going to allow me to make 2 unarmed strikes to do it.
I got you.
Is there a way to do attack and just put a number of times? Or I just have to do it twice?
I'm not sure. You probably have to do it twice.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Which
try
you got
it.
advantage.
I know Dave found by using the ADV command, I guess it allow you to do it automatically. I never did figure that out. I need to look that up. Make life a little bit easier.
You did add advantage at the end of any advantage roll. Or, yeah, you just add ADV and I think it does it.
Okay, looks like it's going to
Oh,
miss. And then do it one more time.
I am. Okay, the second one hits with 5 damage.
Okay. It automatically counts for me.
Okay.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and I next.
Oh, shoot.
Space. Sorry.
There it goes.
All right. Now you got to do it one more time because you opened up.
Got it.
There you go. Mad Mardigan.
Yes. Am I in a flanking position?
Looks like your character's not up to date.
Ah, crap.
You should be level 2.
I don't.
There you go.
That's better.
Now, okay, is that your hit points? 8?
Yeah, I'm at 8 since I picked the 9.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I have this thing. I'll tell you later.
Am I in advantage or flanking position?
Yes, you are. You're flanking.
Awesome.
Commence
I
the
don't know
bitch
if
slap.
Did it work?
It looks like a miss.
I don't know how that worked. I just typed it in there. I used Eldritch Blast.
Looks like 2d20s, and the first one was you rolled a 1. No, that didn't work, dude. Looked like you rolled 2d20s or something. A 1 and a 4.
So I got a Eldritch Blast on attack there. Let's try this one more time.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way, Saturday is free RPG game day at the Gamekeep. You guys want to go? Let me know. It's from 10 to 10.
Alright, let's do it that way. I know that works.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just suggest you do it twice. Looks like they both
That one's
miss
a new
anyways.
Do you have a link to this info?
The Gamekeep?
Yes.
It was on meetup.com. Have you heard of the Gamekeep? It's the game store. It's out in Hermitage, off of Lebanon Pike, if you're familiar with that area.
What time is it? No, when?
It starts at 10, and it runs till 10 o'clock. Carl sold the game store to, I think her name was Brandy, a couple of people. They've completely revamped the Gamekeep, redone it. I guess it's really nice now. And they're having their free RPG game day. Yeah, dude.
Do they at least keep the bathrooms the same?
No, dude, they remodeled the entire back room. I want to go check it out. Tom Schaefer might be going. So, anyways.
Did Carl keep all of his figurines?
I don't know. I'm assuming he probably sold it with the store, dude.
Yeah, that was a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of props.
Damien knows who Carl is, don't you?
Huh?
I think Damien knows Carl.
I think Damien might have came out there.
I've been to the Gamekeep plenty of times.
You know who Carl is?
I haven't played anything there.
I got you. Well, anyways, they revamped. Carl retired and sold his store to a couple gamers. I guess they went in and just renovated the whole thing. I guess it's pretty sweet now. Anyways, Saturday's game day. RPG game day from 10 to 10 if you want to go. They're doing Shadowrun, they're doing 5e, they're doing Iron... what's that game? Iron something, I can't remember it. They're doing a few of them. So, alright. Looks like, Ashlier, you need to update your character as well. Looks like you're still level 1. So.
Okay.
Just exclamation update. That's it, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Go put on my dresser. I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Thank you. How's Shiloh? Okay. Holler if you need me. Alright.
I'm gonna make an attempt to cast Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay. I have to make a dex?
And that means
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up.
a creature of my choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. This target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone. And it doesn't affect a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less.
And then he's immune.
He's immune?
Yep.
Okay.
So it does not work.
You done.
I figured if it could whisper into someone's mind.
I mean, it's a good guess, since he did.
Yeah.
It's a good guess, though.
That's how you learn. But you also, too, if you got to remember, does your character know this information? You may know it as a player, but your character may not know it. You know what I mean? That's another thing you got to take into consideration. They call it metagaming.
I don't know what I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to burn that spell. And I next. Unless you got something else you want to do.
I'm gonna do Thunderwave, I guess.
Okay.
How do I point it in the...
Well, it's
creatures?
It's a cube, so it's around you. So it's each creature, though. You gotta be careful. It means you're gonna affect everybody else. So that means you're gonna hit everybody. So you're gonna hit friend and foe, right? Because it says each creature.
Yeah. How close are my friends?
They're toe to toe.
Okay, maybe I'll just shoot it. That was many good lessons in
That's how you
what
learn.
he's supposed to.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like I was telling, I've had new people come in at the game store. This is at a public game store, and come in and throw like a fire spell. It'll affect everybody and end up hitting friend, and almost a fight would break out. Literally, you hit me. I'm sure Damien's seen that a few times at the game stores.
Okay. I got a miss.
Okay. I next.
I'm sure it gets quite heated.
It is still focusing on Chris. He's not going to attack Chris, but Chris will have to make a DC 12 con save because he's been hit. But he's still talking to Chris. I know Chris ain't here. So in Chris's head, he's hearing, "Feed me." And what it's doing is, when you guys cast Detect Magic,
Is that a spell?
yeah, if you have it.
I do not.
And then it's going to give up its turn. And Chime, you're up. You can tell by the looks of Mad Mardigan's body language, something's not right. It's almost like there's a conversation going on in his own head.
Okay, now I'll just give it. I'm just gonna give it another whack with my spear.
Okay, No, you jumped down, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, so you're standing behind him. Okay, so
Mhm.
roll at advantage. Okay, looks like it takes 8 more piercing damage. Well, just roll again, see if you get a crit, because it's at advantage.
I tried adding a DV to the end. It did not seem to work.
No?
So I'll have to
Okay.
take a look at the cheat sheet again.
So it looks like the top one is the better, and they both do 8 points of damage. So, alright.
And I guess you'll hear a big gruff voice come out of my mouth saying, "Shut up."
Gotcha. Alright. I next, unless you got something else you want to do.
Nope, that's it. Shoot, hold on.
Okay, I believe. Chris, you back?
What I missed?
It's up to you. Went around the room. Chime had attacked him again with her spear, and she did more damage.
Ah, so horrible. Okay. That's loud.
My character doesn't hear it saying "feed me," does it?
No, it's just Chris. Chris, while you're gone, this thing did not attack you on its turn. You do have to make a DC 12 con save. Let me know what your results are. This is from the initial attack that he had done in the beginning. Okay, you did not make it. You do have 1 point of exhaustion. And that's going to stick with you until you finish a long rest.
So I lose an additional health point.
It's exhaustion. Let's look it up.
I'm not
I
sure.
believe it is. Where you lose. Exhaustion. Yeah, here's a table. You got 1 level exhaustion, which means you got a disadvantage on ability checks. So that's, you got 1 level. Oops. What the hell happened there? Didn't copy the image, did it? There we go. Jeez. Okay.
Oh,
Alright. Okay, so whose turn was it?
Mine. I'm gonna take a shot at it
Okay.
with 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. Duly noted. He is severely injured. Is there anything else you can do?
Yeah. See what he's gonna do.
He's not going to do anything on his attack, or on Chris's turn. He'll have to roll for exhaustion again. Constitution saving throw. So he's just going to move on. He's still talking. Chris, you still hear voices in your head. Feed me. And this is part of that life drain that he performed on you. Chime, you're back up.
Alrighty. I have no idea what's going on. I was gonna hit him again. Just gonna keep hitting him until he dies.
There you go. Chime, you should be at full health, and same thing with Ashlayer. Looks like you got damage too. I think the only person that's been hit.
I guess that was from last time. How do I change it?
The command for HP.
exclamation G.
HP. There you go.
HP. Set HP.
Yeah, here's what I've got on file.
Exclamation G, HP, set, and then whatever you're setting it to.
Yeah, exclamation point G. For some reason, it didn't copy. Yeah, I forgot. Put an exclamation point in front of that. Let me redo it. Jeez. I think, what's your full health? 13?
Yeah.
You would want to do exclamation point G space HP space 13. I think what you did was you added.
Oh, no.
No, I didn't. I just.
I'm sorry, it's set. Yeah, here, let me give you this one. My bad.
There we go.
So, Chan, you would do exclamation point G space HP space set space 15.
I think I've got it set.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
looking good as well.
Mad Mardigan. Well, your spells are fizzling tonight, man.
Actually, I didn't mean to do that. I already had it set there. I was going to reach in my pocket and pull out some food that I had in my pocket and throw it in the animal's mouth. Let's see what happens.
Nothing.
Oh, well, that's the end of my turn anyway.
Hold on 1 second. What's up?
So do you need to go to the bathroom before I take a shower?
No, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Ashlyre. Oh, Chris, on your turn, I need another con save.
Yeah, there's another point.
Ouch. Yep. You are now at level 2 of exhaustion. Damn, dude.
Man. I think the name is just giving me issues.
Could be.
So I get disadvantage on ability checks, and I got half speed.
Yep, your movement.
Okay.
It looks like Ash, look like you missed.
Yeah.
He's up. Same thing. He's going to turn, and he's going to focus on Ash, because you're standing next to him, correct? No, that's who's standing behind him? Yeah, that's Ash, right?
It's me.
No, Olivia. Okay.
Me. I'm behind the creature.
He
The one
is.
that's jabbing him over and over and over again.
He all of a sudden you start hearing voices in your head, and he's going to try to attack you.
Do I understand it?
Yes, it's definitely clear. It's feed me. He's saying, you hear his voice. Feed me. This is an energy drain, and it's gonna miss. Thank God.
Okay. I repeat it out loud in that voice that I'm hearing.
All right.
So you're hearing John going like, feed me, feed me.
Now, wait a minute. How did he automatically get moved?
Can I do that?
What? Talk to him back?
Yeah, like I'm just saying what I'm hearing out loud.
Yeah.
So that everyone else can hear it.
Yep. You definitely can. You can let everybody know he's screaming, "Feed me." And you noticed after he missed, combat's over. This thing slopes back down, it changes form, and it's now a book sitting on the table. Combat's over. You do notice that the druid that was sitting at the table, he's now standing up. He's approaching you.
It's more of you hear a book snap closed because the entire time he was just reading his book. He gets up and he walks over and he's got this big, like, 10-point antlers coming up the top of his head, and his face has got this, like, a skeletal, like, part of a skull. You can't really tell what kind of race this character is, but he walks up. I think you're going to need to get the avowed. This is about the third time this has happened.
Yeah, there's no warning there, buddy?
I was busy with my book. You handled this just fine.
I didn't handle nothing just fine. I just got bit twice.
Yeah, but you're alive.
Yeah, but I'm slowed and not doing too good.
I kind of throw up my hands and repeat what he said in a mocking manner, like, but you're alive.
Yep, they get it.
And I go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Kahal, and let me get back to my book now. I sit back down and just like nothing's going on. I just start reading again.
Like normal at the Daily Planet. So this druid who was sitting at the table saw the whole thing. It let you guys know this has happened before. There seems to be some sort of an interest. He suggested that you go talk to the Avowed. Do you guys remember who the Avowed is?
No, I do not remember.
Not a problem.
The people that hold the books, right?
Yeah, the Avowed are they're roughly 300 that live in Candlekeep. The majority of them are low-level assistants, newcomers to the order. They're scribes who handle the everyday work in the keep. Use, basically, they're high-ranking. There are some high-ranking members of the Avowed. They kind of maintain order, kind of like, not really the watch, but they're kind of more the oversee the books, and kind of like a walking database, if you will. They know all about the books. They know what's inside the library. They keep track of everything. So whenever there's a book that comes in through the gate and used to gain access, if it's questionable, that's who the other folks inside the Candlekeep seek out. So they kind of have the say-so of what books come in. And they're basically sages. You got the master sages and then the lower ranking sages. So.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you guys do? Do you go inform the Avowed what just took place with this mysterious book?
I believe so. Or that. Well, I'm just gonna do. If you guys want to.
See if the druid can show us where the evolve is.
The Avowed? Okay.
Yep.
I'll let you guys handle that.
Are there druid? I don't know what the name is. Where's your name?
Cahal.
Cahal. I guess that's the first word there. Perfect. Can you take us to the
Avowed.
the Avowed?
Yeah, I've seen them about. They handled this before. Just follow me. I'm gonna go that way.
I guess I'll go that way.
Okay. Everybody
Let's find
follow
the
him?
east.
You all follow him?
I do.
Okay. Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow.
You guys are following? Okay, excellent. A matter of minutes walking through the Candlekeep, you guys come to one of the main towers. In this room, you see this stone, looks like maybe some sort of a round room, if you will, and it's almost like when you walk in, the sounds of your feet clattering or echoing. As you look up, there seems to be no end to the ceiling. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. You see a wrapping bookcase, other than where the doors are. Every wall is covered with books, and you see a room about 30 different people at this given moment. They're kind of standing around. Some are looking at the books at the bookcase. There's a table, big round table in the center of the room. There's 10 or 15 guys sitting down, standing up at the table. They're kind of flipping through books. When you walk in, from the clatter of your guys' shoes echoing, they kind of look up. I'm gonna say you captivate 5 different people's attention. They kind of look up. One's got this pipe. He kind of stands there and he's drawing on his pipe and he's blowing little circlets with the smoke, if you will. The aroma of the room smells like very fine tobacco. It's kind of got a sweet sense to it. Kind of fills the room, and it covers up the mustiness. You can tell that this room is probably has some sort of drainage issue. You smell kind of like a musty smelling from dampness. and it's being overridden slightly by the smell of smoke. And what do you guys do?
Probably ain't good for the books.
Good for the concentration. I'm gonna find the closest guy and show him the book.
Okay, so you got the book with you. He looks at you. He
Well,
looks down at the book. He looks at you again, and my God, man, what's the matter with you? You look exhausted. You travel far? What is this book you give me?
oh, you should hold it though.
All right, he's standing there holding his hands. He's kind of examining it. He's looking over. Oh, yes. This is the Muddy Digression of, what was his name? He kind of flips it over, and he looks at it and says, oh, him, Mazfroth. Yes. I recognize this piece. Oh, what can I help you with? Well, why are you bringing it to me? Don't we already have it in our library? I believe, and he looks over and he yells at this guy, and this other avowed member. Didn't somebody already bring us the book of the Mighty Digression? And the guy repeats, yeah, well, Mighty yeah, we received that literature maybe a 10-day ago or so. So they're kind of conversing, and he looks back to you. Is this a fake?
I tell him, of course not. Why the hell would I carry around a fake one?
Counterfeit. You trying to pass counterfeit books?
It's not counterfeit. Do you know what you're talking about?
I say fake.
You say fake.
Yeah, I say it's fake, isn't it? Yeah, because it's.
Okay,
fake.
so he looks over to you and says, so you know it's counterfeit.
And I repeat, like, it's a. I kind of make a. I'd say. Oh yeah, I'm gonna point at it and scream like monster, like a child screaming, "Oh, it's a monster!"
The whole room goes silent. They're all looking at you. They start to enclose you in a circle, and when they talk to you, they lower their voice. Did you say monster? What do you mean, monster? I mean, you have all 30 of these people looking down on you now. You're kind of around in a circle. They surrounded your party.
I kind of straight down, just like.
You have their undivided attention.
I step forward.
Like this.
This is the third time that a creature has popped up from a book. I just happened to be sitting at the table next door to them when it occurred.
Oh, yes. Please. He like literally hands the book back to Chris. Do me a favor. Will you set that on the table for me, please?
That table.
And he walks away, and then he grabs this really thick book. In fact, he almost loses an arm trying to get it off the shelf that he's pulling off of. And he brings it back, and he's like straddling a boulder as he's walking, kind of bow-legged, just trying to walk over. And he plops this thing down on the table and right next to this other book. And the fact that weight from the book that he plops down, the table literally makes the other book jump up about a ½ inch off the table, and it kind of bounces back down. And he's flipping through some pages, and he's looking. He says, "Oh, right here." He says, "The Mazfroth's Mighty Digression." Yes. This was brought in actually a few days ago. The person who donated it to Candlekeep, he goes by Yerhan Highscrow, I believe. Yeah, he's supposed to be some scholar, and you hear somebody speak up, I should say. Yeah, he says he's from Waterdeep. Yeah, that's right. The scholar, he came in from Waterdeep. He brought this book in, and I want to say a few days before that, we had another book that was brought in that kind of had the same appearance, not in book state, if you know what I mean. I believe, what was the name of that book? And somebody else pipes up. You mean The Dark Hunger? Yes, yeah, that's it. That book was brought in by, and he's looking through the pages. Valor, yes. A female, pretty broad-shouldered, young, yeah. She was, I believe, from Comrie, a soldier of some sort, I believe. And a couple of guys walk up, and they kind of huddle, and they're having this little talk. And then finally, the guy you're speaking to originally kind of comes out of this little huddle and says, "Tell you what, this is the third incident has happened. Would you care to investigate? We would definitely like to reward you handsomely, if you will, if you accept this. We can't have this going on here in Candlekeep. This is something that you might be interested in." He looks back at the group he was in. What are we going to offer? What can we give them? One guy pipes up and says, we have that helm of comprehend languages. We can offer that as a gift for their troubles. And we also, looks like, according to their armor, maybe we can throw in some armor resistance. How does that sound? Is that something you guys would be interested in doing, trying to figure this out?
And 50 gold pieces for each of us.
Well, 50 gold. Let's see, that's what, 4 of you there, so that's gonna be about 200 gold pieces.
4 of us.
Oh,
Wait, you want me in on this?
Are you going to assist? He starts counting.
Yes. I assisted with getting them to you.
Well, this adventure is going to include you as well. I mean, don't you like adventure? According to that hat you're wearing there, I would say yes.
That's a bit rude.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. He throws you a silver piece.
I'm here for information. I'm not here for adventure. Trying to save my homeland.
I see. So
here's what I'll do. I'm not getting anywhere with my research. You give me a couple of scholars to help me with my research, and I will assist them.
Excellent. So that is 4, correct? Is that 4 of you?
What I've done.
I guess.
He whips out his hand and starts counting on his finger. 1, 2. No. All right. So you guys are now armed with a little bit of information. Yarlin High School in Valor. I believe Valor. He can probably be found somewhere down by probably the Watch. I would say. I believe he's been hanging out around the Watch. Looking over their practice sessions and whatnot. However, I believe Yearloin, I think he can be found somewhere around the House of Binder. I think I saw him earlier today.
House of Binder?
Yes, correct, House of Binder. And kind of points over against the wall. Dear sir, Mr. Druid, I'm sure you know where the House of Binder is, don't you? I've seen you around.
Sure.
All right. So he gives you another task of looking for the House of Binder. Let me see if I can find my map.
You got a 4K map?
I did somewhere. Yeah, it's
Hi-yow.
supposed to be the largest temple. It's located inside the fortress part of Candlekeep. I don't have a map here. Let me see if I can dig into mine.
Map of Candlekeep?
No,
I
I've got one
it.
specifically that came with the. Let's see if I can find the pics. No. No, I don't have it here. I thought I had one. Something a little bit more. Let's see what this is here. This might have it on there. Let's see if I can find it. Yep. Alright. Here you go. Looks like the binder on this map is number 7. And going around the map, I see 4, I see 8, 9, 7. There it is. Alright. Looks like it's the very northwest corner. You guys are near the front. You guys basically came in where the gate is. So you guys.
Front where? Number 4?
Yeah, you guys are right around number 4, the opposite corner.
Very well. I guess I might head to the left side and go around to number 7.
Okay.
Here's number 5.
And while you guys are walking through, I'm gonna say you guys are over by the bunkhouse, and when you guys get to the court of air, you run in. You see Valor from the description that they gave you. At least you think it might be Valor. It could very well be Valor.
I call out to him. Say, hey, Ballard.
It's a girl. It's a female. And when you yell out Valor, she looks. What you see is a broad-shouldered tiefling knight, if you will. She walks over to you. You notice she has this emblem of a purple dragon on her vest, if you will. She's like, yes, did you holla?
Are you... Those guys are assuming that she's the one that's writing out giving out all these books, right?
No, she was the one that brought in one of the books that turned into a creature. She brought in the Dark Hunter, or the Dark Hunger, I'm sorry. And that was what she donated to grant access. Anybody want to take 5 real quick? I'm going to go down and check on my kids.
Sure.
And you guys think about that, and then I'll be right back.
I'm gonna be right back too. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, same.
Can you hear me?
Nope. Can't hear you at all.
Did y'all continue or?
It's a 5-minute break.
Oh, okay, good. I got a phone call I had to answer. Have they said anything to y'all about coming into the office?
Not a thing.
Did you get any apprentices working with you?
What was that?
Did you get any apprentices working with you?
Nope.
Oh. I think we're hiring like, I don't know how many they said, like 300 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going up to 1,000 people. So we've hired a lot of people. Granted, it's kind of slowed down now since I think they said it slowed down since the mandating of vaccinations.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm back.
Shiloh was down there screaming. I had to go see what the hell's going on.
What's she screaming about?
Anything? She's not liking it. Sarah not being here at night.
Still liking her job?
No.
Oh, she don't like it?
No. Too much drama.
Too much drama. All she's doing is billing, ain't it?
Yeah, she said there's the group of women there. They're kind of have their own clique.
That's crazy. I hate that.
They so there's a young girl in her 20s that she sits next to for some reason. Everybody's mean to her. She according to her, she dresses different, kind of goth. So I guess it's a bunch of older women. So I guess because I'm assuming because she dresses different, they probably pick on her.
Sure.
The way Sarah said, they're just not very nice to her. And the only person that she talks to is Connie, and then this young lady.
She actually goes into the office?
Who? Yeah, she works at the office, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she's been working from home or something.
No, she goes in. She don't get home. She works till like. She leaves here around 5:30, and she takes off. She's over in Laverne for FedEx at that post, and then she'll get home till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Depends on what's going on when the trucks come in. She does invoices. So, what's up?
How sad is it that older women has to pick on someone younger just because of what she's wearing?
I'm assuming that's why, because that's what my wife was guessing. This man, the battery's dead. You brought me a wireless keyboard and want me to type in the password from up here?
That's great.
Hold on, I guess I got.
Use your security camera
Hey,
to
come
watch it
here.
on the screen
Come here.
downstairs.
You gotta say hi to Chris. I'm gonna turn my camera on, you guys. You guys gotta meet my 12-year-old. Come on in.
Oh man, I reflect screen.
Come on. Say hi.
Hi.
Look at that hair.
She brought me this keyboard from my bedroom, which is downstairs. It's wireless, has a little trackpad on it, and I'm like, okay, is the battery's dead? And she's like, no, I need to check on the password. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Gang all here?
I'm here.
Yar.
Yar.
I'm here.
Yar. Olivia?
I'm here.
Awesome. Okay. So, you guys approach Valor, found in the open air, court of air. She's just kind of, you have her attention. Do you wish to speak with her?
I forgot what was her deal.
She brought in one of the books that
To Comrie.
caught the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that but is those guys are they saying that she's probably the one that's bringing
No.
them in?
She is the one that brought it in.
Yeah, she
All
brought
of
the
them, or
book
just
in.
the one?
Just the one.
Okay. And we don't have that book either.
No.
So
Do you question her? I mean, do you have any? And if you do,
Pardon me, Valor. The book that you brought into Candlekeep, that you gave as your offering for entrance, we were just wondering where it might have come from.
give me a charisma check. She looks at you, and why is it you're asking?
Well, it's caused a bit of a stir.
She kind of looks down at her nose, like, yes. People fighting over the book I brought?
In a manner of speaking, it turned into a monster.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. A monster? It was a book.
Yes.
It was a book that I purchased from a street vendor. A monster.
What street vendor?
Oh, you know, those street vendors, where was that? God, the Wide. I believe it was, I think I picked up from the Wide, down in,
I'd like to make an insight check.
Boulder's Gate, I believe it was. Okay.
Mm.
I've had a membership to the Wide before.
Yeah, you're definitely believing her.
Baldur's Gate. Deloitte. Okay.
She tells you, well, 13 days ago, I arrived at Candlekeep. I picked up this book. I believe it was The Dark Hunger. I think it was a series of books, actually. They were incomprehensible notes about Hadar, I believe. A very powerful yet instructable entity. Pretty good book. Seemed to be a pretty good well hit. At least they granted me access in here, I should say. Yeah, it was a market, a stall. It was in the Wide. It was very bustling. Had lots of people. It was part of the upper city of Baldur's Gate, I believe. I don't remember much about the stall. It was just laying there with another series of books, and it just kind of caught my eye.
Why didn't the books attack her or the librarians?
Are you asking? You asking her this?
Or maybe the group in general? Is there any reason why it wouldn't?
Is she wearing gloves?
No.
So it wouldn't be by touch. Because I don't have gloves on. I don't wear gloves.
Did you bring in a whole series?
Yes, it was very, very much a most reputable part of Baldur's Gate, and very well sought after. They really liked the books when I first brought it. I had to pay.
You really just use the words reputable in Baldur's Gate in a sentence.
Well, you know. There is some parts of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, the exit.
Very well put. So, she's like, do you have any more questions for me? She kind of looks over and heading over to another area out in the air, the open air.
What are you doing in Candlekeep? What are you looking for in Candlekeep?
What am I looking for? Information.
Nothing specific?
Nothing specific, no. Just information. Okay. Anything, training, just passing through. Making a buck.
Okay.
Made a couple nice pieces of coinage off this book.
What coin are you looking for?
Just information in general.
Are you for hire?
For hire? Do I look like a mercenary?
You're from Baldur's Gate?
No, I'm from Comrie. I was passing through Baldur's Gate. I'm part of the Purple Dragon Knights. It's the Comerian army. Have you heard of it?
No, I have not. Please explain more.
Very reputable part of the army. Very high structured. But the life I left behind, I like living on the edge. I just decided I want to take up bounty hunting. So I thought maybe I'd come to Candlekeep. Maybe learn how to become a bounty hunter. Sounds exciting. I didn't take orders. I could give orders. I could do my own thing. I can run my own life. She's like kind of looking off into space, like she's daydreaming and telling what she wants to do, and she's getting excited. Yes, I could go where I want. I could do what I want.
So you are for hire.
No, definitely not.
But you just said that.
Definitely
You
not.
want to be a bounty hunter.
I want to be. That is correct. But I am not.
So why
You're
not
learning
do
how
it?
to be a bounty hunter in a library.
And as she's walking back, she's talking to you, walking backwards, and she disappears in the crowd.
That's a little shady.
Do you think we should find the other books in the series?
How did she say it was in a series? There's 3 books, right? That were brought in.
Yeah, there are a total of 3 books.
We already got 1.
Well, there's a
2
total
left.
of 3 incidents. And from what you've gathered from the Avowed, 2 of them, of these books, one of them came from Yellorine, and the other one was Valor, and you just met Valor.
Let me find your lane.
Yellorine, I guess that's how it's pronounced. Yellorine High Scroll. And you can find him over at the binder, top hand corner.
The binder?
Yep.
Yeah, that building over there.
Let's go there.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're asking around for Valorine.
Yes. Where might we find her or him?
It's a him, and whoever you're speaking to kind of points over at a gentleman that's young-looking human. You spot this person is pointing at, basically looks to be like a human acolyte or acolyte. Has a approachable demeanor, kind of a relaxed posture. As you guys walk up to him, he kind of turns and makes eye-to-eye contact. Anybody open with dialogue?
Hi. Did you bring this book into the library? The Candlekeep?
Oh yes, I've brought a few books. Which book are we referring to?
The one I've definitely forgotten the name of already.
Oh, you mean the one that you don't have? I see.
Have you ever been attacked by a book?
Have I been attacked by a book? I've attacked a few books. Dove right in. Couldn't put them down. Attack with honor.
Pretty hardcore.
Howdy, people.
What's the name of the book that was attacking people?
The one that he brought in is Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Who's Mighty Digression?
Here, I'll put it in the room. It's a mouthful. Let's see. It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna ask him if he attacked Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Kind of looks at you. And what mushroom path did you travel in, child?
It's a good question.
Brought a book.
Can I look at the Dark Hunger book
No, you guys don't have that book in your possession. In fact, the Mazfroth money, Digression, you guys left with the Avowed. I'm sitting on the table. In fact,
No.
after you telling them it turned into a monster, they and then of course them knowing, hearing a couple stories before, they kind of, when you guys left, they kind of locked that book up, like and chained it up in a box and buried it.
Wait, so they said they chained up the book and buried it?
No, after you guys left, the book there with the Avowed, that's what they did with it.
Oh.
Kind of like Jumanji.
I want to see if I can go. Are we in another part of the library? Or
No, you're
books
over.
around?
You're over. Definitely books. You're over in the bind area. Looking around, you can see it looks like they're rebinding older books. Is what you see. You see them like tearing fragile pages of books out and kind of stacking them neatly, and then gluing brand new bindings to them, and kind of like a fixer, if you will, like a shop where they're fixing books. They're not actually making; they're more or less fixing.
Oh, okay.
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 So, do you have any questions for this guy?
I'm trying to think of how I would say it, because I want to know where to find it. So I wanted to show him.
You could ask him if he brought it in. Maybe where he got it from.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did you get the book?
Same thing. He
I'll
tells
say-
you from Boulder's Gate. He tells you that he picked the book up in the upper city of Boulder's Gate. Again, it was in the marketplace. He said he remembers the name of the stall that he was at. It had the name Dune, D-U-N-E. Had the name Dune in it. Other than that, he doesn't recollect anything other than they had a bunch of books. It was very noisy and hectic to his liking, so he kind of grabbed his book and got the hell out. And then that's what he used to gain access in Candlekeep. To further his studies, he tells you that he's from Waterdeep. You could tell he has this never-ending thirst for knowledge. He came here from information. He tells you he's looking up the history of the Torel, and that's kind of the main reasons why he made his trip here to Candlekeep for research. He didn't have anything to offer, so he stopped in Baldur's Gate, and he ended up with the book that he found that he used to gain access. So far, it looks like these books have came from Baldur's Gate.
Okay. So, I'm just thinking out loud. That might be where we need. It could be where we need to go, but we also need to figure out another way, maybe to find another sage there to deal with the cursed village problem.
Yeah, you guys already took care of that from chapter 1.
Okay.
You guys came to Candlekeep to seek out Matreus, and then of course Matreus was killed. And at the end of chapter 1, you guys found another sage, and they went and cleared everything up, and you guys were back at Candlekeep.
Okay.
So that's been done. But right now, the Avowed had offered some items to investigate these monstrous books. And so far, you guys gathered intel from the people that brought him in, and looks like everything kind of leads to Boulder's Gate.
Okay. So, I guess we'll need to relay this to the knocking databases.
Okay, so you go back to the Avowed.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys go back to the Avowed, tell them what you had figured out, and they tell you, you know, is there anything we can do to help you? We're assuming you're going to go travel to Baldur's Gate and track down these booksellers.
That'd probably be the best thing.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a list of all the books that came from that area, and to see, so that we maybe have a better sense of that there could be more, or make sure that we can tell like what's similar, like how, like if there's like any physical like similarities to the books, so that maybe we can be able to spot it once we get to Baldur's Gate.
Well, you don't have any information on the third book that was brought in that done the same. So far, the information on the two books, the two other books, they both lead to the same spot.
Okay.
And the Vow, they offer whatever they can. They tell you to go down to the general store if you need any supplies to help you on your trip to Baldur's Gate, to go ahead and make a list and run up a tab.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys go down to the general store and then let me know what you need. And Damien, I'm assuming you're going with them?
Oh, I'm following.
Okay.
I'm assuming not from Baldur's Gate using rarity books, knowing that they will be accepted into and they're here, and then distributed around for some reason. But why? I don't know.
Could be. All right. It is 9 o'clock. How much later do you guys want to go?
Not too much later for me.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
Samesies.
You guys good? You guys want to go for a little bit longer, or do you guys? We could probably a good stopping point right here, to be honest with you.
Now we can do our shopping episode offline.
Yep. Let me know what you guys end up getting, adding to your character sheet. You guys basically have a couple health potions if you want. Just let me know. Just let me know what you guys want. You can send it to me through Discord privately if you want, or just pop it in this room. It's up to you. Just give me a shopping list, what you guys need, and basically pick out the player's handbook, general items. I mean, nothing, no magical items, of course. Just something you would use. It's about a 5 to 6 day travel, so I mean, think of food, water, maybe even renting a
transportation.
Yeah, you know, whatever, and then we'll go from there. Cool.
Do we have a budget?
I guess it's whatever we can afford.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can run a tab. Let me know what it is. Let me do a little bit of research myself. I'm kind of leaning toward maybe no more than 200 gold pieces. I mean, it's, you know, rations and stuff like that. I mean, you guys are obviously not going to buy a horse, nothing of that nature. So
Yeah.
So,
Is this is this?